Perfect.
I think we're live now.
Are we?
Hey guys.
Hi.
How's it going? Happy Sunday.
Yes.
I am here with one of my new dear friends,
I know.
Hannah. Hannah, gosh, we grew up in the same hometown.
We did.
But had never met.
I know.
Which is so weird.
I know. It's like I knew who she was, and she kind of knew who I was much younger, like I guess like 4 years younger.
Yeah,
maybe.
yeah.
But we kind of like had all the same
Same friends.
and stuff.
Yeah.
So recently we were asked to be bridesmaids in one of our friends' weddings. We couldn't go to the wedding, but she threw on this incredible bachelorette party.
She's so sweet.
If y'all know, oh no, y'all know Nina. Whatever she does, she goes over and beyond. So she threw this bachelorette party, and we went through a lot together.
We did.
During
We
that
had a lot of fun.
So we became really close. It was a lot.
But I learned so much about Hannah, and that's why I'm really excited to be doing a live video with Hannah, because she taught me so much more about healthier living and the decisions that she's made as a mom. She's a mom of 2, and she's super knowledgeable, especially when it comes to essential oils. And that's something that I really wanted to learn a lot more about, and I thought all of you guys would be, interested in learning more about as well.
Yeah.
So I'm just so excited you're
I know.
here.
I'm glad I'm here too. I'm from Fort Worth, so I took the trip here during the day, and it was such a nice drive. It was easy.
Good.
No, everything was fine. Everything was great.
Good.
And so it was nice. It's like whenever you take a road trip by yourself, it's like
No
therapeutic.
kids.
No kids. It's therapeutic. You can just listen to your own music, not ABCs. You can just like kind of think and brainstorm. So it was great.
I love it.
She's doing me a favor, letting me come over whenever you do this.
She's a doll. So anyway, I'm just excited that you guys are here. I'm going to go on my computer over here because I want to make sure that we can answer your questions and comments, because Hannah, what do we want? What do we want to know from our viewers today?
Well, we pretty much, I know that I'm going to be talking about essential oils, and I know a lot of you love them, and you love to use them for pregnancy and just kind of in your everyday life, because essential oils are just so excellent, and they're just basically plants that are from the ground, and they're super, super supportive for your body, and they're super, super healthy for you. And so we want to know from you guys, if you guys do use them, what's your favorite oil? Do you love using it during pregnancy? Just let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear from you, what you have to say.
Yes, and Hannah, actually we have someone who's already written us a question. Her name is Lauren. Lauren says, I'm struggling with allergies and I'm 10 weeks preggo. Is lavender, lemon, and peppermint oils safe while preggo? I heard those 3 mixed are great for allergies.
So here is what we say here in like the natural world. Here's the thing. The FDA says you cannot necessarily say that you are using essential oils for a certain ailment. So what we do say is essential oils are super supportive for your body. They're supportive for healthy breathing. They're supportive for really anything that you can think of health-wise. There is an oil or a plant-based product that can absolutely support your body through it, because your body is designed to naturally just heal itself. That's how the body is. And how essential oils are, it's basically they just assist the body in helping it do it. So I super, super do love lavender, lemon, peppermint for healthy breathing. It's been super excellent for me, especially lavender. Lavender is one of the safest and most gentle essential oils for whenever you are pregnant.
I was going to say, lavender I feel like you can use for pretty much everything.
Versatile, it's very,
Are there
very
any
versatile.
other, I mean, not to put you on the spot, are there any other oils that help with, breathing issues?
Yeah,
or that sort of thing for Lauren?
Yes, so I love the 3 that you mentioned. It's super, super supportive for healthy breathing. I do love those. The oils that I do love to use are from Young Living. There is one specific oil that's called RC, and it's for healthy breathing, and it's super, super awesome. I think it's a blend of different essential oils, like eucalyptus and lemon and different blends like that. So sometimes there are blends of oils that are kind of combined, put into one bottle, that are designed for a specific purpose. So that one specifically is super awesome.
And we can comment later with exactly what those oils are and how to get them and more information. I'm sure Hannah can help us with that. And you said it's RC?
RC, just those 2 letters.
Okay, perfect.
RC.
Awesome. So that's just something that I wanted to make sure. Angela said, I used lavender when I was having difficulty sleeping. I used Digest Zen when I ate something that didn't agree with my tummy. So I love hearing that you guys are using oils, during your pregnancy and beyond and all of that. But to get started, I first just, Hannah, please introduce yourself to everyone who hasn't met you yet. I want to know about you as a mom and as a friend, and then also I want to know more about Healthier Hannah.
Yes.
So.
Well, I have 2 babies, and this is so exciting because now I really feel like we're really connecting in a lot of ways because now she's pregnant. She has this precious little boy, and I have a daughter who's 3, and then I have a little boy that's 8 months old. And I keep telling her, Neens, I call her Neens. Like, Neens, having a boy, there's just something so special about little boys. I mean, they love their mamas so much. Not that my daughter doesn't, but man, she's precious. But my son is just so cuddly and so cute. So I have these 2 precious kids. My daughter is like super spunky and active and just like such a diva actress type of little girl. And then you have my little Hugh, who's like, doo-doo-doo. I love my mom. So he's so sweet. But I have these 2 precious kids. My husband is wonderful. He is a professional musician, but also now he's in real estate too, so he kind of does both. And it's been wonderful. But basically what happened and why I started using like natural stuff is because about 4 years ago, whenever I did marry my husband, his family is like super health oriented. They love all things healthy, and I was not. I'm like, man, don't give me no plant to drink whenever I want to go through. I mean, I was just so anti natural stuff because I thought it was a waste of time. I thought it took too long to work.
Right.
It was just not something that I was really interested in. Well, then I kind of realized as time went on that a lot of the products that I was using and the ingredients that were within some of the stuff that I was getting at the store was contributing to why I would get sick all the time. So I was doing all kinds of research on ingredients, all kinds of research on why I was feeling the way that I was feeling emotionally, physically, and my immune health and all kinds of things. And so when I realized that a lot of the problem lies within the stuff that I use every single day on what I put on and in my body, that's when I was like, okay, I've got to make a change. A light bulb went off. And then we went to this like essential oils class, and we started learning about how plants are literally designed to work perfectly in conjunction with the human body. Yeah. That's just how it's like created, and it's scientific. It's not this mumbo jumbo. Some people think, oh, oils are like a placebo effect, but it's definitely not, because if they were, then they wouldn't work on dogs, they wouldn't work on babies, because they just simply don't understand what a placebo effect is. It's literally science. And so when I really started diving into this world of essential oils, it just really started doing so many wonderful things to my body. My wellness was through the roof, which is what I had been praying for so long. And so I really started sharing essential oils with people. People started really, their lives were changing because they were using them and stuff. And then after these few years, I started Healthier Hannah, because I think it got to the point to where I felt like people really needed to know about all kinds of stuff involving why it's so necessary to ditch the products that you're using that might have those toxic chemicals. Because I was there. I remember how my body felt, and I remember how horrible and such a desperate time that it was in my health. And then I started seeing, wow, my body is working exactly the way it needs to be because I'm not using that anymore. So I felt like the world should know. So that was like the birth of Healthier Hannah. So we really literally just talk about everything healthy.
No,
we talk about
everything.
oils, we talk about Jesus, we talk about natural products all the time. So it's just kind of like a combination of everything.
And I was just so inspired also by Hannah, because she also had her babies unmedicated, and the last one had Hugh at home, right?
I had him in the back room, or in our den.
And so, as you guys have been watching me, I'm preparing for a home birth with our son. So being able to talk to a mom who has been there, gets it, is choosing healthier choices for her family. I do have to say though, this is not mom shaming. We support all moms on like whether you, I love how Hannah put it actually not too long ago. She goes, whether you're going natural and doing the oil route, or if you're doing over the counter, like you do you. We support you. We are not here to shame anybody.
You're a good mom if you go this way, and you're a good mom if you go that way. Because there is nothing more strong and right than your mommy's intuition and then your mommy gut, and what you think is going to be best for you, what you think is going to be best for your kids. You're probably right, and that's okay. And we're all on the same page with that.
So that's something that I have to say. Like we're going to be talking about like healthier options, and when I say healthier, it's just not as many chemicals and things like that. But you know, we're here to support all moms and share the love, spread the love. So we got a bunch of different. Oh, Crystal says hi.
Crystal.
Hi, Crystal. And we're in my house, so you'll hear dogs and all of that. So
it's
anyway, Karen Marie says, I use essential oils for everything. Diffusing after a long night at the hospital with a mama, because Karen Marie is a doula. And I make my own laundry detergent and home cleaners. I try to eliminate all the chemicals in the house. With 5 kids, all of them are knowledgeable with oils and ask for lavender to help sleep or digest Zen when their tummies ache. Karen Marie, you are doing awesome then. That's amazing. Micah says, let me clarify, RC was the first blend made by Young Living. That's so cool. We didn't know that. I didn't know. Well,
you know what?
obviously
I've been using Young Living for years, and Micah, you just taught me something. So that is so cool.
Very cool. Thanks so much, Micah.
No wonder it's in the starter kit, because that was like the first blend that they made.
That's
awesome.
Gosh,
that's funny.
I love that. So guys, thank you so much again for commenting and letting us, get to know you a little bit better. But so Hannah, I want you to tell me, what are essential oils?
Yes. So I know it can be a little bit confusing, because some people think that oils are like, oh, well, oil, I got olive oil in the kitchen, or I got coconut oil. Well, it's not the same. Those are like fatty, greasy stuff that you cook with and that kind of thing.
They're delicious.
Oils, but essential oils are a very, very thin kind of texture. So whenever you apply it on your skin, it literally absorbs within seconds, okay? It's not a fatty, greasy, it never expires. It's not a rancid type of thing. So basically what an essential oil is, though, is it is the immune system of a plant, right? So you have plants, and the reason that they stay alive is because they have an immune system inside of it. So have you ever, like, when you were like a little kid, you would like take a leaf off of a tree and then you'd break it off and you see like this juice inside of it a little bit? That's pretty much what an essential oil is. So what we do, and what this Young Living does, especially in a lot of essential oil companies, what they do is they get the plant material from the plant, and then they put it into big steam distillation chambers. They distill the essential oil out of the actual plant material, and then they put it into a bottle for people to use. And so that's how we're able to extract the essential oil from the plant itself, and we extract the good part of the plant, the immune part of the plant. And so the way that our bodies are designed is to work perfectly in conjunction with these oils.
And I love how it never expires.
Yes.
That's so nice as a mom. That's really great.
Yeah, Young Living's essential oils don't expire, which is so
I'm a big fan of that. So what are some of the benefits that families can see when using essential oils?
Yes. So there, with my family especially, I felt like there was so many awesome benefits that have happened just within our wellness, but also emotionally. And I know, again, like I was saying, some people think that, oh, that sounds a little weird, but I mean, it's really, really true. So whenever you inhale anything, a scent, you know, like whenever you go into like your old dance studio, or you just like you smell something, like, and then it triggers a memory, like, or something,
or whatever.
Or like I smell like this specific like rosy kind of smell, and it takes me back to like my childhood with my grandma or something. And so it's because the way that our brains are designed, whenever you inhale anything, it goes up to this part of your brain that holds the seat of your emotions, and so it triggers that part of your brain. It's the part of your brain that causes emotions, but it also is the part of your brain that has tons and tons of memories in it. So whenever you inhale anything, it's going up directly to that part of your brain, and essential oils are so good to support that part of your brain emotionally. So it's so good for emotions in that way. Obviously they're very fragrant, obviously they're very powerful, but for my family, emotionally, it has been extremely powerful, just for grounding, for getting to the place that we need to be in our marriage, learning how to parent, learning how to do this, learning how to do that. But then at the same time, using essential oils to support our wellness, to support our health, for prevention, that has been so excellent for all of us. I use them on myself, use them on my husband, we use them on our babies. I started using essential oils on my babies literally the day that they were born. So they've been oily babies forever.
But what were you using them for when you were starting like day one with babies? Like, what were some of the reasons?
So I just really used them because I knew that since they are so powerfully supportive for the body, it was really going to cause their body to function the way that they needed to. Because whenever babies are born, it's like, oh my gosh, all this new stuff.
So much stimulation.
They're stimulated, and then they're being exposed to things they've never been exposed to before, because they're all of a sudden in this new environment that they're not used to. And so it's been very good to just help them adjust to this new life, help their little bodies to work as the way that they were designed to work, and just to keep them in a state of wellness that they need to be. So that is really why I use essential oils on them, so that, you know, if they ever go through anything, there's going to be an oil for it. Literally anything that you can think of, there's an oil for it.
And I
So
have
it's
heard
okay.
that they say,
Yes.
you know, oh, you have this problem, there's an oil for that.
Yes.
You know, oh, you have this problem, there's an oil for that. No problem.
There's always an oil to support whatever you're going
Which is
through.
cool, because if
Yes.
you're having asthma or breathing issues, kind of like what Lauren was saying earlier,
Right.
or if you nausea, you know, I'm thinking of like pregnancy stuff now, nausea,
Right.
headaches,
Right.
Because
Right.
I even, one of my friends was like, oh, I have these really bad headaches, but I'm pregnant and I don't want
Yes.
to take something, you know, a pill. What should I
Right.
take? And I'm
Right.
like, oh, I heard lavender and peppermint
Yes.
are really good
well,
for that.
and so those are all natural things that you go through whenever you're pregnant. Those are all
Right.
things that are completely normal. And so what these oils do is they just simply help you, support you through those times. You know, again, we can't say that they cure those things. We can't say that they necessarily like, you know, oh, this is going to be, you know, what cures that particular thing. But it is so good to just basically help you through it. They
Right.
are so fragrant. They are so powerful. And scientifically, they work so well for the human body that it just helps you with your wellness levels altogether.
So obviously, by just saying that oils are safe to use during pregnancy, Hannah?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. There are a couple of essential oils that some people tend to want to stay away from whenever they are pregnant. Like clary sage is one of them. Sage is another one. Idaho tansy, hyssop, fennel, or wintergreen. Those essential oils some people tend to like try to stay away from during pregnancy, or blends of oils that have those. Again, I'll say them again. Clary sage, sage, Idaho tansy, hyssop, fennel, wintergreen, or blends with those oils. Okay, so people tend to try to like stay away from
I do
those.
know that
but
clary
everything else
sage
is
and
awesome.
sage can help, or can potentially be
It's
labor
very, very,
induction
very good for whenever you're about to have,
to
your
have a
baby.
baby.
Yes.
So
I
are
would
those
use that.
the same for all of those? Do they kind of help with starting contractions, or is that the
Well,
reason why people stay away from them?
You know, there's all kinds of reasons why people tend to stay away from them, and everybody has like
A
different
different reason,
reasons.
yeah.
Because everybody's body works so differently.
differently,
I mean,
yeah.
we're all designed so differently. So, like for example, for me, I love lavender essential oil to help me just like
Yeah,
fall asleep.
totally.
But it does nothing for my husband. So he likes to use like Stress Away, for example. It's
Right.
super, super good to help him go to sleep. So
That's nice.
again, those are just some. I think that people just tend to say, look. But and it's not like cut and dry, right?
Right.
It's not cut and dry. It's not like a cookie cutter type of thing. This
Right.
is what you need to use, and this is what you don't. Everybody works so differently. That's just kind of like a broad,
yeah.
general thing of what.
Because I was
people
going to
tend
say, I
stay
know
away
that, so as a massage therapist, whenever I would get people coming into my office wanting a labor induction massage,
Mm-hmm.
because that is a thing you can do to get labor going if you're
Right.
past your due date and you're really trying to avoid an induction, trying to do some self-inducing things.
Yeah.
Labor induction massage is one of them, and what we use is clary sage.
Yeah.
So that's something that I do know that can kind of cause your uterus to start working a little earlier. So I've been making sure to kind of stay away from that. So that's really good to
it's
know kind
interesting,
of what to stay away from. But overall,
Right.
oils are healthy and
Super,
fine
super
to
great.
do during your pregnancy.
Especially lavender and frankincense are two of the most popular essential oils to use during pregnancy, just because they are so supportive for your skin, for healthy looking skin. They
Yeah.
are excellent for that. And
That's
that's
awesome.
kind of what's in our little belly button today, which
I'm
I'm
so
excited
excited. I know we're going to be doing a DIY, guys, so you're going to want to stay
you have
posted
got
on
to
that.
stick around for that. It's
For
so
sure.
fun.
So so how can you use essential oils? So
Yes.
topically, like what are the different
Right.
ways that people can
Yes.
use essential oils?
Well, there's a ton of essential oils out there, and I know that there's all kinds of different opinions even and different styles of how to use essential oils. There's
Right.
like a British style, there's a French style, there's all kinds of styles. But you just really have to focus on what the label says. So basically with Young Living's essential oils, these are the ones that I trust.
Yeah.
Because there's all kinds of essential oils out there, but store-bought oils, a lot of them are perfume grade, or they tell you do not use these internally, do not do this, do not do that. But I like Young Living's because with Young Living's essential oils, you can absolutely put them on topically, you can inhale them directly, you can diffuse them. Aromatic is a huge, huge way people love to use essential oils.
That's how
Also,
I personally like to
I
use them.
love
Yeah,
them for that.
diffusing.
Yes, it's awesome and super, super great. Also, there's a Vitality line of oils that you can take internally that Young Living
Oh,
has.
interesting.
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. So I love taking them internally to support my immune system, to support my respiratory system. it's been excellent. So I'll even get like a drop of like lemon vitality and I'll put it in a glass of water, and it just completely cleanses my digestive system. It's just so good for that. So there's really all kinds of ways that you can use them. Just look and see what the label says and just go by what the label says.
Yeah, because we don't want to ingest something that's not meant
Definitely
to be
not.
ingested.
Definitely not. Because there are some store-bought oils that are not necessarily the purest, and so they have like fillers or ingredients that are not something you want to be putting into your body, even on your body, because that's the thing, like, and moms need to understand, a lot of times, and what I had to learn is our skin especially has no filter. So whatever we put on our skin it's going to absorb all the really good ingredients, and then it's going to absorb all the bad ingredients too. So that's why I decided, you know what, while I'm pregnant, while I'm going through this stage of my life, I want to find out what the best thing is for me to be using, because ultimately my baby will get some little bit of exposure, even though he's not like, you know, out there, but he's inside of me, and so ultimately whatever we put on and in our bodies, the baby is going to be exposed to in some sort of level. So that's why I really decided, okay, let's just try and see whatever the ingredients are, they are the best for me and baby.
Totally.
Yeah.
So Crystal says, yes, my kids ask for the sleepy oils when they're having a hard time. Oh, that's so sweet, Crystal. And Sarah said, hey girls, so glad y'all joined forces. Young Living has changed our lives tremendously.
Hi, hermana.
Yes.
I love you.
I hope more mommies join the oily family. I totally agree. Awesome. And then Becca said, I did a labor induction massage and used clary sage and homeopathics to help induce, and had my baby naturally the night before I was scheduled for induction.
That's amazing.
That is awesome, girlfriend.
That's amazing.
I'm loving these stories, guys, so keep them
Super
coming.
cool.
We love hearing from all of y'all, so thank you guys for sharing. That's so cool. So another thing, so talking about like birth, what did you use for your birth?
Oh my gosh, you guys, I used so many oils.
Because that's what now I'm thinking. I'm like, okay, what do I need to be bringing with me and using when I have this baby?
So I just really loved them whenever I was having my babies. It was just so excellent.
Helpful,
so helpful. I mean, with my first, since I was not prepared.
Right.
You're probably way more prepared than I was.
Tad bit.
Yeah,
not really. A little bit.
But
I'm a little prepared.
I mean, you really are. So I feel like you're more mentally prepared. With my first, I was not mentally prepared. I was just like, I'm like, business of being born. Oh, I can do that. And I had this baby, and I was like going insane. It was so crazy. But I know that if I didn't have these oils at least to help ground me and to help me emotionally through that crazy time that I was not really prepared for, I think that it would have been a whole lot worse. So I really used a lot of lavender, a lot of frankincense, just to kind of keep me like focused.
Did you diffuse them?
Like, they were going in the diffuser.
Okay.
I had people applying Valor essential oil and peppermint on my back.
Yes.
While I was in labor, it felt so good whenever they did that, because peppermint especially super cooling to the skin.
Oh yeah.
So it felt really good.
I was going to say peppermint. I've also used helping mamas as a doula in labor, especially if they're feeling nauseous. Nausea is something that can happen, and peppermint, literally, they feel so much better. I'll put it like on a little washcloth next to them, and they just smell it in between contractions, and they feel so much better.
Yes.
And I also heard, like citrusy ones can help with energy if you're feeling kind of tired throughout your labor. So that's really cool to know.
Yes, and it's just the aromatic properties. I mean, aromatic stuff, whenever you smell something and you feel a certain way, it's just amazing how the brain kind of triggers different things.
Yeah.
It's just crazy how
our
brain
body
works that way.
Reacts a different way.
Reacts
it's really cool.
Yeah.
So for after you had the baby, that postpartum time, so postpartum, whenever I say postpartum, sometimes moms think I'm talking about like postpartum depression. No, I'm not. I'm talking about the fourth trimester. So it's that 3 months after you have baby. So during that postpartum time, what were some of the oils that you used for that?
Yes. So what I did was really to support my skin. I'm going to be very candid, vaginally after I had the baby. So what I did was, whenever they give you like the peri bottle to like kind of cleanse after you go to the bathroom and that kind of thing, I would add lavender and frankincense drops into my peri bottle, and with the warm water, and then I would squirt it on me after I
kind of
go
like
to the
your
bathroom.
sitz bath a little bit,
right? Exactly. And so that felt really good. It was very supportive of my skin during that time.
Healing,
very good for my skin. Very supportive. So I loved that.
How many drops? Because that's another thing. A lot of people go crazy thinking that, I need 10 drops of something, but they're very powerful.
A lot of people ask those questions about how many drops of essential oils to use, and again, it's very different for everybody,
Everyone.
but they are so powerful and they're so potent.
You don't need a lot.
that
Yeah.
A little dab will do you. So, but for me, I've been using essential oils for a long
while,
time, and
yeah.
so my body is very used to them and is very accustomed to it. So if you're new to essential oils, just start off very little to see how your skin will react to it, because everybody is so different.
Right.
So, start with 1 drop, start with just a couple of drops. And if you feel like, you know what, I think I can handle some more, and I think it would really help me if I did some more, then
That's cool.
just do some more. So in like the Perry bottle, I think I did like 7 drops of lavender.
that's a whole
and
thing
but it's a
of
big
water.
thing.
Yeah,
so
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very diluted with
Right,
water. So
right,
it's
right,
not
right.
just like the straight essential oil on
Yeah,
you.
putting it straight on you.
Yeah.
Yikes,
Yeah.
that would really burn. That would not be fun.
Sometimes essential oils do feel a little bit hot to the skin.
Yeah.
So that's why diluting sometimes with like coconut oil or olive oil, grapeseed oil would feel really good to the skin. And I know that especially with babies,
Totally.
you definitely want to dilute if you're going to apply on sensitive areas of their skin, like their chest or their back or their arms or whatever.
And their feet
And then,
too.
well, and then here's the cool thing about feet is the bottoms of feet are actually so much more durable and sturdy, and so you don't necessarily feel like more of the heat feeling with some essential oils that you would on a different part of your body.
Right.
So you absolutely can still dilute for the feet, but it's personal preference really for some people. Like with my son, I don't dilute on the bottom of his feet, but I will dilute on other areas of his body,
Of
just
course,
because
yeah.
their skin is just so,
So
it's
sensitive.
30% thinner than an adult skin. Adult skin is just thicker, and so a baby's skin is like whoop, everything that they get exposed to just like totally sinks in.
Yeah, filters right
Yeah.
through.
It goes
Awesome.
straight through.
So yeah, those were the main questions. And so now that people are learning more about essential oils, where can people get essential oils? Where can they
Yes.
learn more about it? Well, obviously
Yes.
you can go to healthierhannah.com to learn more about it.
Yes.
But where can people go to
Yes.
get essential oils rather than, I know you said if you go to the store, sometimes there's like
Right.
fragrance brands.
Yeah.
Where's somewhere that people can go to
Right.
get the good stuff?
Right. So like you said, you can go to healthierhannah.com and then you can click on shop, and then there's a portion that says essential oils and diffusers. And so I kind of explain how you can get essential oils that way. Those are the ones that I love. Those are the ones that those are the only ones that I use.
Right.
But there's oils all over the place. And
Right.
some people prefer to get them at the store. Some people prefer, but I know that everyone has different mindsets on what they like.
Right.
And everyone has different mindsets of, well, I don't necessarily want to use something that is extremely, extremely powerful. I'd rather just a perfume grade. Okay, that's fine. But
Yeah.
just know that certain ingredients are not necessarily even listed on the bottle of the essential oil.
Totally.
So that's why I truly, truly like these, because literally the only thing inside that is lavender, and that's it. The only thing inside that is frankincense, and that's it.
Right.
So really, it's just kind of personal preference, what
Right.
you like to do, what you would like to use. Do your own research. Also, that's what I highly recommend you doing, is just do your own research. Research essential oil companies, see what you are comfortable with. That's what I did, and that's why I chose Young Living, because I was the most comfortable with that.
That's
But
perfect.
it's all up to you and your own mommy's intuition, really,
Yeah,
and what
yeah.
you think is going to be best for you and your kids.
Perfect. Okay, Hannah, I want your help. We're going to be making a belly cream, you said. So obviously this is going to be something that I can put all over my growing belly. But Hannah also enlightened me that it doesn't have to be just for your belly, because there are other parts of your body that grow that you don't even think about.
Well, and I told her, I was like, can I be perfectly candid in this video, Nina? Because I'm serious. Like, whenever I was pregnant with my kids, like, I had, my daughter, and I was super, super good about applying this particular belly balm on my tummy all the time, even my hips, because Lordy, when I get fat, it shows in my hips big time. That's just where I gain weight, is like my butt. But I didn't think that... I guess like I already had kind of like larger boobs whenever I got pregnant, but I didn't know that as you got larger, that your boobs just get so large, like they get so big. And so I did not put any sort of moisture on my breasts as I was pregnant. So the result was that after I did have my daughter, my stomach was great. It still looked clean. It still looked elastic. My hips even looked fine. but I had stretch marks on my boobs. And I was like, oh my gosh.
I
Like,
forgot to take care
I
of
forgot
them.
to do this. It was so funny. It was like, I mean, literally, like, I make fun of myself all the time. And
You have to. You have to make fun of yourself.
I do. But I'm like, man, my boobs now look like they should be on an episode of National Geographic.
She's
or something.
ridiculous. This woman is so silly. I've seen her in a bathing suit. I kind of want to kill her. She's a liar.
No, but I'm
okay.
just saying like that. But it's funny because, I mean, even though I see these stretch marks that are on my boobs, some people are like, ugh, stretch marks, ugh, like I don't ever want to get stretch marks, or oh, I hate my stretch marks.
Those are tiger stripes,
But
girl. You
that's
earned
what-
them.
Exactly. Like, even though you're not seeing your baby grow, and it's not something that you can literally see every single day, how their little hands are forming, their little fingers are forming, what you can see is what's going on the outside of your body. So now when I look in the mirror and I see like these stripes on my breasts that I forgot to put cream on, it almost like gives me like warm and fuzzy feelings. Like, oh, well, that is the evidence of what actually happened within my body. People say that, you know, humans don't have superpowers, but I'm sorry.
Women are
Women
incredible.
are superheroes to grow a freaking baby and
nourish
tell me like
them
that.
afterwards.
Exactly. So that's what is just so awesome. And so if stretch marks or not, just know that you are absolutely perfect, and there is no more beautiful and better mommy for your baby than you.
So
Nobody.
true. But
Nobody.
Hannah, I gotta still try this
But
balm,
you
though.
still, but some people still, but I still want to try.
But I
still
still wanna
want to
try.
see what I can do, at least for prevention wise, and that's perfectly
Exactly.
okay.
So
perfectly okay.
So what are the things that we need to make this belly balm?
Yes, so really it's simple, because a lot of these belly creams that you buy at the store or that you order, they're great and they might feel really good, but again, like we were saying in the beginning, ingredients really do matter.
Yeah.
And so sometimes they have fragrances that have tons and tons of toxic chemicals in it that can filter into your body and that your baby can be exposed to, like parabens, like phthalates, like all kinds of just toxic things that could be hidden in there that you don't necessarily know about. So what I love, and they also can be super expensive. They can be pricey.
Oh God, I know.
Super
I
pricey
know.
for something just to nourish your belly and boobs and butt. So I decided to look up some different things that I can create at home that is economical, that's affordable, but also that's going to be super supportive for your growing skin, and also that is just super easy for you to do, really easy. So here's a jar of baby food that's empty. So if you already have children and if you have baby food lying around, this is just the perfect container, because you always want to use glass whenever you're incorporating essential oils with anything. So I love just getting a jar of baby food. This is just a 4-ounce jar is all that it is, and that's really all that you need to use. So we're going to make this belly balm here.
Awesome.
So
4-ounce jar. What
the
else?
4-ounce jar, and then I love organic coconut oil. This is just
me too.
virgin, unrefined.
Good for everything.
It really is. Coconut oil is one of the best oils for skin.
love it.
Super good. Obviously, this is not even open.
brand new, so that's
Brand
good. No, I like it.
spanking
I want to make
new.
sure that I'm still refreshing stuff, because sometimes it doesn't show me your comments, guys, so I'm sorry if we're not getting to all of y'all.
That's okay.
But I promise we'll
go in afterwards.
We'll go in afterwards too.
So
okay.
I like using maybe just a half a cup of organic coconut oil. Hopefully I don't make a mess all
it's
over your
fine.
table.
Oh, you're fine.
All of your clean, beautiful
You're hilarious.
table that's here. So this is exactly
Half a cup.
half
Okay.
a cup. And I'm gonna pour it in here into
Our little. Oh, you're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Here we go. Okay.
Part of it gets in there.
So
you
part of
know.
it, you know,
Yeah.
kind of half a cup of organic
Yeah. Can
coconut
we
oil.
get a paper towel? Thank you.
Sorry. And so then I went to the store and I got some vitamin E oil.
Ooh.
Vitamin E oil is so good for your skin. I know that my mom used to say whenever she was breastfeeding that she would get, I guess back then they had like vitamin E pills or something, and she would break the pills and she would put them on her breasts after she would breastfeed and like right before. It's just
Cool.
really, really nourishing for your skin. So I would get vitamin E oil, and here is
smells
just
delicious,
I know,
by the way.
Here is just 1 teaspoon, right? So we're just gonna do 1 teaspoon of vitamin E oil. That is it.
Perfect.
Very, very simple, very easy. And we'll pour it in here too.
Okay.
All right.
Awesome.
And very
Nice.
simple ingredients, really.
Yeah.
And then after that, we're just gonna do 8 drops of lavender essential oil and 8 drops of frankincense essential oil.
Oh, she was talking about how great these two are so good for your skin.
That's
so
why I 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Perfect.
Yep, we got to make sure we're doing it right. So she said 8 drops of
8
each,
drops of
right?
each essential oil. Again, they are so supportive for your skin. They really are excellent for healthy looking skin. And just as your skin grows, as your baby grows, it's going to be perfect. And we'll do frankincense 1, 2, 3, 4,
It's a slower drip.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Perfect.
Perfect. I sound like Crystal Rackley. 5, 6, 7, 8.
She was in dance. If you didn't,
She
if
is
you
our
couldn't
dance
pick that up.
And just mix it in real good.
Yes.
This one is, my coconut oil is like, it looks like fractionated coconut oil, but it's really not. It just got hot in the car.
Yeah.
So
that's okay.
It will solidify and it will harden, and sometimes people like it whenever it is a little hard, and it just gets cold
More
like in
of
the
a
pantry,
balm, yeah.
and it's more of a balm. But some people like the liquid base
Version.
where they just feel like it just feels just a little bit more nourishing.
Right.
Either way, it's going to liquefy and it's going to get all over your
Let me
belly.
help. So
that's it. That's
how
and so just get
often
it.
should I apply this?
So I liked applying it morning and night,
Night, okay.
especially before nighttime, because at nighttime, that's really whenever your body gets
It's
to rest.
growing.
Your body is growing during
Right.
nighttime. Your baby, it's really important. But during the day, also, you're moving around, you're shifting, you're doing this and that.
Right.
And or if you just really feel like during the day, in the middle of the day, you're like, man, like my skin, I just need something to nourish it right now. Because
Right.
especially as you get bigger, it's just like you're just
Itching.
constantly trying to make your skin feel just a little bit more nourished and moisturized. And so just get your belly balm and just put it
love
on
it.
there. Because of the ingredients, using this as much or as little as you want, it's going to be so
safe.
good for you.
It's
It's
fine.
so safe for you. It's so excellent for you and baby. And with the therapeutic effects of essential oils, it's even going to help you as you smell those aromas emotionally throughout the day. It's going to help you just kind of stay alert. It's just really
I
good
love
for you.
it. I love
know,
it. Perfect.
know.
Well, and do I need to keep this like, in the
Well,
fridge
just
or just out on the counter?
You can just keep it on the counter.
Okay.
Room temperature is just fine.
Totally
so
fine.
I would just
Okay.
keep my belly balm in the pantry, or if it's easier for you to keep it in
Just
like the
on your
bathroom
counter,
on
yeah.
the bathroom counter, just so
Perfect.
you remember to do it before you go to bed or in the mornings. Then that's what you need to do. Really, it's just important to be using it. That's
Yes.
the thing.
I totally
If you
agree.
really want to just help your skin as it grows, then just really using it is super, super, super key.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Guys, I'm excited. I'm really excited to start using more of this
Yeah.
during, the rest of my pregnancy,
Yes.
during birth, and how
Yes.
helpful that can be, and
know.
immediate after postpartum, not only for me, but my
Yes.
little nugget.
I know
So
it.
excited.
He's
So
so
thank you,
precious.
Hannah, for kind of,
Of
really just
course.
giving us more information about all of this and
Yes.
how it can be used and that it is safe and where people can get it,
Yes.
things like that. So,
Yes.
guys, like I said in the description above, I want to know what oils you guys are using, what they help you or your babies or family. We want to know. Also, Hannah's going to make sure to answer questions later. So she's, like I said, the guru when it comes to all of this stuff. So I was like, I just have to do a video with you, girl. So yeah, I want to know what you guys are using, what's helpful, so then I can start using it too, because this is something that I'm not 100% familiar with. I only know like the basics.
Yes,
So I want to
yes.
learn from all of you. And yeah, like I said, Hannah also wrote an awesome post on our site, Baby Chick, about
The
sleep
sleeping.
tips.
Yes.
And it was a very popular one. So if your little one is having some issues with sleep tips, we have pinned it on the comments below, so you can learn more about some cool things that you can use for, oils to help with your little
Yes.
one for sleeping.
Yes.
And then obviously,
and you, because Lord
Oh,
knows,
gosh.
when you're pregnant,
Insomnia.
oh my gosh, you cannot sleep. And
It's so
especially
true.
at this stage, I remember just like I could not sleep on my back. I had to sleep on my side, but I would always end up on my back, and then my back would end up being like super uncomfortable the next morning.
of course, because
So-
you're like on your vagus nerve, you're on all of the bad
Constantly
stuff, and
yes,
so you're
yes.
like, no, I need to get more comfortable.
I know.
Yeah.
I know. So there are oils for you, Mama.
Yes.
If you're, really pregnant and you really want to go to sleep, there's oils for you.
But yes, so for more information about that, again, you can go to healthierhannah.com and then also baby-chick.com. So, guys, thank you so much for joining us this Sunday evening. Hannah and I are going to go to dinner now.
Here we are.
I can't wait
Where are you
to catch
taking
up.
me?
I don't know.
Okay.
We're going to figure it out.
You gotta take me to your favorite spot around
Oh,
here.
shoot. Okay. The pressure's on.
Put it on
All
the
right,
spot.
guys. Have a good night.
See you
We'll see you later.
later.
Bye.